Okay, and welcome back, students that are taking Math for Business and Finance and Math Applications, and we're doing the Chapter 5 drill problems. In the last one, we had completed 5-19. Remember, that was from drill set number 2, all right, set 2 of 3. So we're going to do 21, and then it jumps over to the third of 3 sets on the next page with problem 5-29. So let's continue on here. Okay, 9y minus 10 is equal to 53. Again, we want to isolate the variable on the left, and to do that, we have to move the minus 10 to the right-hand side or cross the equal sign, so I end up with 9y is equal to 53 plus 10. I end up with 9y is equal to 63. And now to further isolate the variable, we have to divide both sides by 9 in order to have those cancel out. So I end up with y is equal to 63 over 9, which is equal to 7. So y is equal to 7. Okay, and if you didn't understand that, go back to the previous videos and watch the theory behind all of that math. Okay. All right, 5-29. Now remember, this here is the third of 3 sets drill problem. Right? And, okay, let's see what we've got going here. All right, A is equal to 90 minus 15. Oh, not equal. Like, what the? Let me correct that. This here should be a plus sign. Sorry, I wrote an equal sign. All right. Looking at it going, what? That's really strange. All right, so typo error on my part. So I have A plus 90 minus 15 is equal to 210. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms here. In other words, I have a whole number 90 and a whole number minus 15. I'm going to add those together, or in this case here, subtract the 15 from the 90, and I end up with a plus 75. Let's see, 90, 80. Wait a minute. 85, right, 75. And that's going to equal 210. Now, again, I want to isolate the variable on the left, so A, and I'm going to move the plus 75 over and change the sign. And then that means A is going to equal 135. Okay. Let me erase that and redo it without all of the, oh, I'm not so smart. Okay, so this is not a equal sign. This is a plus sign, typographical error. Right? And I have A plus 90 minus 15 is equal to 210. And this is total 75 equals 210. So A is equal to 210 minus the 75, and A is equal to 135. Okay. All right, next one, last one. Oh, me and those equal signs. What was going on when I was typing these out here? That is an equal sign. That's a plus sign there. All right, so I have 3m plus 20 is equal to 2m plus 80. All right, so for this problem here, we want to put all of our variables on the left, and we want to put all of our whole numbers on the right. So to do that, all right, let me spread it out here. All right, I'm going to start out with 3m on the left. And since I want to get all of my variables on the left, this is a plus 2m. And when I move it to the other side of the equal sign, I change the sign to a minus 2m. That's equal to, and what's on my right is an 80. And since this here is a plus 20, when I move it onto the other side of the equal sign, that's going to become a minus 20. Then I combine the terms. So 3 minus 2, remember this is a plus 3 and a minus 2, which gives me a plus 1 m. Remember this is multiplication here. All right, so I don't need to do the multiplication. All I need to do is just add or subtract the constant plus 3 and a minus 2, so I get a plus 1 times m, and then that's going to equal 60, and that's my answer. M is equal to 60. Okay. All right, let's clean that up and go back over it real quick. And if you don't want to watch that, that's fine. End the video here. Okay. But I have 3m plus 20 is equal to 2m plus 80. I want to take and move my m's to the left, and I want to take my whole numbers to the right. Right? And whenever I move them across the equal sign, I change the sign. Now, I could do it like this by saying, okay, minus 20, whatever I do on the left, I have to do on the right. And I can then end up with 3m is equal to 2m, and a plus 80 minus 20 is a plus 60. Okay, and now I can say, okay, I want to get the m's over to the other side, so I'm going to make, here's my equal sign, so this is a minus 2m, and I'm going to add, let's move the 3m over here, and I'm going to put minus 2m. What I do on the left, I do on the right. Oops, I should have done this instead. And then that gives me 1m is equal to, and then since this is 0, right, that leaves me with 60. So m is equal to 60. Okay, so that's the doing it the mathematical way. See how much, you know, I'm adding in these minus 20s here and then the minus 2m's. It was just a lot easier for me to change the sign as I crossed over. And if you're doing it mentally, you could just be doing the math as you're doing it. In other words, I have 3m. Since I'm going to move my 2m across the equal sign, that's going to be a minus. Well, 3 minus 2 is 1m. And then if I take the plus 20, and I'm moving over, that's a minus 20. So plus 80 and a minus 20 is 60, and there's my answer. M is equal to 60. Okay, that's how I do it in my head. All right. Okay, that's it for these problems, and I'll see you in the word problems.